All right, Bama Nation, here we go. After a long offseason, which consisted of a coaching change, Touchdown Alabama Magazine, we are back with the pre-game show. Your Crimson Tide opening up its 2024 college football season tomorrow, Saturday, against Western Kentucky at Bryant-Denny Stadium, 6 p.m. Central Time kickoff. ESPN will have the call on the matchup. It's the Kalen DeBoer era. After 17 years with Nick Saban, new era in Tuscaloosa, and for Coach Kalen DeBoer, this is his opportunity to put his stamp on this team, his stamp on this program, his identity on this program after an entertaining spring, an exciting summer, a physical fall camp. U.S. Bama Nation really excited to see what Coach DeBoer at 49 years of age, especially after he helped Washington to a Pac-12 championship and a college football playoff national championship game appearance last season. You guys are pumped up to see what he, offensive coordinator Nick Sheridan, and defensive coordinator Kane Womack will be able to put here on the field starting off on Saturday. When you look at the Crimson Tide opening up its season against the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky this weekend at WKU, these guys were 8-5 a season ago, and the Hilltoppers have talent. At quarterback, you got TJ Finley on his fourth school in college football. At wide receiver, Western Kentucky has a transfer, an electric transfer, that being Keeson Johnson from Alabama State. It's also got some big-time playmakers on defense, led by defensive back Anthony Johnson Jr., who had 4 interceptions a season ago. But picking up with the Crimson Tide, we start things off. Jalen Milroe, the redshirt junior quarterback from Katy, Texas. Everybody wants to know, has he become that complete player at the quarterback position? Last season with Tommy Rees, Milroe, 2,834 passing yards, 531 rushing yards, 35 total touchdowns, carrying the Crimson Tide to an SEC championship against Georgia, got it into the college football playoff. He's opening the season as one of 4 team captains. This is a big deal for Milroe. We know what he is as an athlete, running the football. We know what he is as a deep ball passer, but has he gotten that short to intermediate game cleaned up? We saw him make those improvements in the spring. He put on some more muscle in the summer, and throughout fall camp, we saw him grow in those improvements. He's also talked about Nick Sheridan has made football fun for him again, that being the offensive coordinator. So it's going to be very entertaining to watch the growth here of Milroe. Game 1 out the gate against the Hilltoppers. When you look at Alabama's running back room here, this is the one position group that people are not given enough credit for or enough credit to. Bama's got a 3-headed monster when you discuss Justice Haynes, Jam Miller, and Richard Young. Justice and Jam got a lot of play in 2023, but this season, keep your eyes on number 9, Richard Young. Also came out of high school in Florida as a 5-star recruit in the 2023 class. He's put on more muscle, has gone from 200 pounds to 217 pounds. Very good in pass protection, strong between the tackles, and he's got that versatility catching the ball out the backfield. Watch these 3. They are going to have a field day against Western Kentucky, and you might even see 2 freshmen, Daniel Hill and Kevin Riley, get some spot play work there as well. When you go to that wide receiver room, the number one question on everybody's mind, how much plays does the electric 5-star freshman Ryan Williams get in the matchup against Western Kentucky? How much action do we see from Hollywood Williams. We know what to expect, or we know what we could get from Kendrick Law, from Kobe Prentice, from Jeremy Bernard, the transfer from Washington. You also have to throw in Caleb Odom in there, Emmanuel Henderson in there, Cole Adams in there, but everybody's eyeballs will be locked on to Ryan Williams after an incredible high school career at Saraland High School. Him being able to reclassify from the class of 2025 to the group of 2024 at 17 years old. Still a young pup, but that guy dog. He beasting out there. How much action does this man get in game one for Alabama against Western Kentucky? Moving on to the big men up front, the offensive line, coached by Chris Kaplovich. When you look at the offensive line, the biggest position battle here, folks, is at right tackle. Between Wilkin Formby and Elijah Pritchett, going to be fun to see who takes that spot. Now, Kalen and DeBoer talked about Alabama will rotate 5 to 6 offensive linemen in game number one, with the biggest question mark being who takes fully over at right tackle. Will it be Wilkin Formby that snatches that spot completely? Will it be Elijah Pritchett who snatches that spot completely? That's going to be a fun matchup right there where that rotation is concerned. And for this offensive line, the big thing will be, can it create those opening lanes for these running backs, establish dominance, establish physicality early, and then also protect Jalen Milroe in the passing game, him throwing the football there. Last but not least, guys, the defense for Alabama. Kane Womack got two phenomenal leaders here. Deontay Lawson, Malachi Moore. Can this defense be elite again? Be physical again? Be in your face again? Be dynamic again? That's the big question you as the Alabama football consumer want to know. We saw good performances in the spring and fall camp, primarily that second scrimmage. We saw a physical second game-like practice, but will that materialize into the first game of the season, Alabama being able to handle Western Kentucky with ease? It's going to be led by your two in-state products when you talk Deontay Lawson from Mobile and Malachi Moore from Trussville, Alabama. But it's yours truly, Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, giving you this game preview. Bama Nation, be sure to subscribe to TDA right here on the YouTube channel for the post-game show, and also subscribe to TouchdownAlabama.com for all updates from game one between Bama and Western Kentucky.